I have to be honest with you. I was not always a big believer in the whole culture thing. In fact, I really thought it was soft and it just, well, hocus pocus, you know? I could not believe that people wasted their time figuring out their culture and all the stuff related to that until I did it in my own business. And since then, I have personally witnessed hundreds of transformations. Business owners that once they get their culture and they define it and they start applying it and getting their team around it, it's truly transformational. It's kind of amazing. And so I want to share with you real quickly some of the things that I help business owners do, but what you can do while we're sitting here in this stalemate, and you can get a little more clarity about your business. Now, I'm going to tell you, you can't do this all in one day. There's no week. You can't do this in a week. But I just want to kind of plant the seed for when we get back to business and you start thinking about how you can be better. And we'll see where it goes from there. So let's start with your business. And let's just kind of say that this is a mountain. Now, I am not an artist. I mean, no way. But we're going to put a little peak up here of snow. All right, so it's starting a little bit like a mountain. But let's look at this and let's say, okay, one of the key components of your culture is your purpose. And so I'm going to say that's sort of like a cloud up here. So I'm going to label it purpose. Hope I didn't spell porpoise. But all right, so this is a purpose, and we'll get to that tomorrow. So what's going to happen is during this week, I'm going to start just breaking this down in bite-sized pieces. But until then, I want to just give you the elements or the key components of a great culture. So it starts kind of with your purpose. I will tell you that that's anywhere from 5 to 30 years, okay? 5 to 30 years away, and it's kind of a reach goal. The next thing I want to talk about is right here, is your vision. Now, that's about 3 years away. You know, times are changing so much, and this is the craziest time I've ever seen. So to reasonably think that you can accurately predict where you're going to be 5, 6, 7, 10 years away, it's just not realistic anymore. So the vision is about 3 years. So I think that's about as far as we need to look into our future. The next thing I want to talk about is about right here, and that's your mission. Okay, this is a 1-year goal or a 12-month target, right? This is your 1-year goal, and you need to get there. And you're going to have several goals, but this is how we do it. And usually, I break this down into quarters, right? So obviously, it's going to take you a while on a little trip to get here. And if we were to break that down into quarters, that's where we want to get, because I think everything happens in a 90-day cycle, right? So this first 90 days, that's where we're going to get, and we'll break it down to the week and setting goals. But then I also think we need to look at core values. Everybody talks about this, and while I'm on this subject, everybody kind of calls this stuff by different names, right? Some core values, guiding principles. There are 100 different names for that. There are 100 different names for purpose, for vision. All I want to do is say, this is the way I teach it. This is the way I think it. And so I don't really care what you call it. You know, mission statement, vision statement. I really don't. What I care is that you discover it, because you have a culture in your business. Your business has a culture, just like any business down the road. What's important to do, though, is discover it, right? And define it and document it, and then apply it and see how it grows and see how it transforms your people and your business. I know that there are a few things, but I want to tell you what's going to happen is tomorrow we're going to go over purpose. The next day we'll talk about vision. We'll get down to your mission, and then we'll get down to this 90-day cycle I want you to talk about, and then your core values. Critical pieces of the puzzle. So that's the next 6 days or so when we're getting clear about our business and what we want to do when we take it from here. Until then, stay safe, and I really, really mean it. I want to thank you for helping me maximize my quarantine.